Hi everyone, today's another episode of Cookie Monsters Clues. Hey guys, and our friends Gio and Leo is here. Hi, we're so bored. Yeah, and we don't know what to do. We have to think. So what should Gio and Leo do? Great idea! We'll play Cookie Monsters Clues to figure it out. We are gonna play Cookie Monsters Clues because it's gonna be fun. Yeah, so Cookie Monsters poppers on the clues. Cookie Monsters Clues. Now we need our handy dandy notebook. Notebook, right. Hey Gable, hey William, here's your notebook. Thanks, you're welcome. Now I'm really gonna need your help today to figure out what does Gio and Leo want to do. You will help, right? Great, so let's go find some clues. Here's the first thing I want to show you that I used to have since my childhood. A Game Boy. A clue, a clue! You found the first clue? Where? On the Game Boy. There's a clue on the Game Boy. Game Boy must be our first clue. We need to write it in our handy dandy notebook. Notebook, right. So, we got a Game Boy. We'll draw a rectangle, then a square inside, a plus shape, circles with the dots button there. That looks like a Game Boy. So our first clue is a Game Boy. Maybe it has something to do with the Game Boy. Like, what do they want to play with the Game Boy? We need to look for two more clues to figure it out. But I want to show you my favorite network. It's a Nickelodeon thingy. Nicktoons. A clue, a clue. Where's the second clue? On Nicktoons. There's a clue on Nicktoons. Time to write it in our handy dandy notebook. Notebook, right. So, our second clue is Nicktoons. Let's draw a wiggly line, and we'll put the word Nicktoons in it. There, Nicktoons. So what was Cookie Monster's first clue? A Game Boy. A Game Boy, right. And our second clue is Nicktoons. What kind of game does Gio and Leo want to play on a Game Boy with Nicktoons? We need to look for one more clue to figure it out. But I want to show you one more thing on the phone, even though it's dangerous. A volcano. A clue, a clue. Where? On a volcano? Yes. You're right. It is on a volcano. You know what that means? Gonna write in a handy dandy notebook. Notebook, right. So, our last clue is a volcano. Watch how it goes. Let's draw a triangle and a hole, wiggly lines for the lava, then we'll add smoke to it. There, that looks like a volcano. Hey, that was our last clue. It's time for our thinking chair. Thinking chair, right? Come on, everybody, it's time to think. Go ride. Yippee! Okay, now in our thinking chair, let's think. We need to figure out what does Geo and Leo want to do. With our clues, Game Boy, Nicktoons, and a volcano. What do they want to do on a Game Boy with Nicktoons and a volcano? Maybe it has something to do with the Game Boy, like there are a few Nicktoons characters in it that has something to do with the volcano. Like, what is that? Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. Is that what you guys should do? Really? We haven't played that before. Well, we know it's a Game Boy with Nicktoons characters in it, and it has a volcano island. We just figured out Cookie Monster's clues. We just figured out Cookie Monster's clues because we're really smart. Okay, boys, you can find a Game Boy. We're going to sing the goodbye song. Okay. Thanks for doing your part. You sure are smart. You know that me and you and Cookie Monster 2, we can do anything that we want to do. Bye.